it's a pretty tricky neighborhood. There's a lot of challenges in the community where we are, and Jessie probably can speak to that as well, but we sort of have this gift of being present here, and we see it as God's placed us here for a unique purpose to help bring healing and help and well-being to this community. So the gardens is a piece of that. And
yeah, just a way to bring people together.
Yes.
And just even this space here.
Yes.
You have people, they'll come and they'll sit, and you hear them discussing between them, amongst them. Like, man, I come here to pray,
Yes.
This is my praying spot. You don't see them on Sunday in church, but they'll come out here just to sit and pray, and then they'll walk the labyrinth.
Yes.
And this is their place of solitude back here.
And we grow things here.
Yeah.
Growing flowers is a piece for the beauty, but also growing vegetables for hunger's a really big issue in the community here, and eating good things is an issue. So the produce from the gardens help bring good gifts to the community as well. This community is plighted with a lot of violence, a lot of drug shootings, and yet I think a piece of what we do here and a piece of what role this garden plays is and is known throughout the community as a place where it isn't it's a sacred space. We leave things at the edge. When we come to the gardens, we don't have to fight. We don't have to hurt one another.
It's just a great peaceful place back here. Sometimes I just come and sit on that rock over there and just do my do Bible study.
The vision is sort of to be the eye of the storm. To be a really quiet, tranquil place in the middle of all that's happening around here. Much of it's good, but there's bad, And we pray every day for healing in this place.
Yes, and we keep hoping and praying that the good always outweighs
the
bad.
good does.
Yes,
the good does.
Bad. Yes.
But it can be difficult at times. Community here has great hope, even though it is there are challenges. I won't mislead you. There's lots of challenges, but we believe that love and mercy and grace can triumph. And I mean, that's this peace pull here. Let peace prevail on earth in all these different languages, for the purpose of saying that God's love and grace can make a difference and can bring healing. It might not be the way we expect,
right,
but we find it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we just keep the faith, and
yes,
and we just keep hoping for the
good
better
days.
Yeah, for good days.
Yes.
A lot of people walk to the left. When they walk to the center, they walk and then they can pray, just stand there for a moment of silence or whatever. And a lot of people have told me that they have walked the labyrinth. When they come out, they feel like they've left that burden at the rock. They feel lighter when they come back, when they come out. They feel burdened down when they walk in, but once they walk in with a meaning and they come back out, they feel different.
Yeah, it's a way to sort of process things within yourself and with God, and to have some time of reflection and prayer and just quiet. When there's something that's difficult and weighty that's happened in our neighborhood, as a community, we grieve that, and we look for ways to support the people who are walking in hard places, but we also pray. Prayer is central, and the labyrinth is a great instrument for us to have that time to process and pray. What I find so energizing and life-giving, the place itself is beautiful, but I have a sense of the transformation that happened here, that it became this beautiful place from a place that was very destructive and hurtful to the community. And it just brings me a lot of hope. So like I can be sitting here and we hear the birds like now, but then I can be sitting here and there'll be a ton of kids back here in this alley just going crazy and making noise, and it's just like bathed in a good way, bathed in this beautiful gift of life, that God gave to us, and in terms of the people and in terms of the creation and the beautiful trees, and for me it's just this really energizing moment where I find a center here. I can find a center. I feel close to God. I feel connected to the community. I feel connected to this, and even in our brokenness. I mean, and even people that I'm connected to the drug dealer here too, and I have to hope that something will reach. I mean that the right thing will happen. My brother's a recovering addict, and it can happen. I know it can happen. I've seen it happen. So I have this great hope that happen. This is a great place to come and become re-energized for the journey.